Concert Crew Podcast, we back again.
Yes.
You know it.
Today, man, Wu-Tang Forever 25. The
25
years.
years.
The 25th anniversary of Wu-Tang Forever, man. We got our brother Easy with us today, man. It's only right. It's only right. We celebrating.
Back with my brothers again.
We celebrating the Wu, man.
Yeah.
You know, it's all family.
Years.
25 years of the Wu.
Monumental right here.
So fellas, we're gonna take it back to 1997. June 3rd, 1997. Damn. Wu-Tang Forever dropped. So right before this album dropped, how would you describe the climate in hip hop in '97 at that time? Summer. What summer's about to be summer.
Yeah, it was some good music on around that time. So it was still lyrically driven still.
I mean, Biggie just died.
Biggie
March
just
9th,
died.
So
That's
like a black cloud still over hip hop. Mm-hmm. I know the Wu was still coming from all their solo albums that they dropped. That whole first wave,
absolutely
coming from
crazy.
36 to Cal to Return to the 36 Chambers to Only Built for Cuban Links to Liquid Swords to Iron Man.
Yeah,
the lead up is like, yo, it's time.
It's way big time.
I feel like it's somewhat of a void there, and so an album like this was needed because Biggie passed. That was a big loss for New York, for hip hop. Period. Before that, Pac died, so you're still getting over that. So it was like, yo, who gonna step up and really grab this hip hop thing and take charge? And Wu was like,
you mean like from the East or just in general?
I mean, it could be in general.
East,
we were kind of biased because we on the East Coast. Yeah. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm more East Coast driven than what I'm listening to at the time. But I mean, just period for the hip hop, it's who gonna take it because it's like it's top spots available for somebody to come and really grab that thing and take hold of it. Because Big and Pac was two major losses. So, of course, you still got Nas out there. He active. But this isn't an album year for Nas. So, he kind of stayed back. So, it's like, who going to step up?
But he dropped last year.
Yeah. He dropped in 1996.
And Jay-Z.
Classic. Yeah. It was written classic.
It's like people still feeding off of that last year music.
But 1996 is a classic year. So, you can still definitely rock to that 1996 year. But, I mean, Life After Death, even though Biggie died, Life After Death was a bomb. Like, that was a huge success. So now we got this summertime, and the Wu, like, we going to take this thing over, man. So there is the big deal. So where was Wu at in their careers at this time, at this album when Wu-Tang Forever dropped? And where's the Wu at, you think?
I think everybody was pretty much like, because they said everybody had a solo albums. They doing their own thing. They pretty much, I'm going to say, was like at pretty much like basically going back and forth, like beefing a little bit. You know what I mean? It wasn't too much, because up to this time, you heard a lot of people was going to come back together with it, or
they break up.
They break up. Yeah. A lot of.
So you feel like the camaraderie wasn't there like that between the whole group.
And back then when there was no social media, so we had to read magazines and a lot of rumors was going on. So.
You know what? I think the Wu, if I could compare the Wu to anything that maybe pop culture will understand, the Wu solo, the first wave of solo albums leading up to Wu-Tang Forever, to me was like the Marvel movies leading up to the Avengers. Like it was like you got all these solo movies and it's leading up to the big Avengers. So they had all these great solo album classic joints, and then it was like, yo, they gotta drop the bomb group album again, and Wu-Tang Forever was like that Avengers movie, man.
So what member was Spider-Man? Because I think Spider-Man was the most consistent with the Marvel.
I would say Inspector Deck. I mean, the Triumph video on the wall.
But he said coming through like definitely Spider-Man. But he said Avengers though. Spider-Man wasn't part of Avengers as of yet.
Yeah, but Spider-Man wasn't in the first wave.
You're right about that.
He wasn't in the first wave. And then that Inspector Deck conversation is a whole nother conversation because I felt like if his solo album would have dropped the way it was supposed to be, we would be talking about him in a whole different context today because he was that guy. Don't get it twisted. Maybe history don't say it, but if he was one of them guys, man. It's sad that he didn't get that platform like everybody else got to shine.
I think they waited too late. I think they waited too late with the Inspector Deck situation.
Well, RZA's basement flooded with his album done. It was done. And he had a, like he said, he had a Spider-Man theme. That was his theme of his album. Yep. But but when his album, when they lost it in the flood, they couldn't recreate it. So that really hurt him. And then they kind of moved on, and then he kind of got lost in the sauce. And by the time he dropped, it was like too late almost. Yeah. The momentum wasn't the same. It wasn't the same. So, that's but I compare it to the Avengers, man, like the Marvel with the Avengers,
analogy,
man.
That's
great. Now, I'm glad you're saying that, but at that time, I didn't think they could top that first album. Oh. That first album to me was so good. I was like, crazy. I was like, how they gonna top this?
It was crazy.
Raw, Kung Fu,
36 Chambers.
Yeah.
Yo, when this dropped, man. When this joint dropped, man, it was crazy, man. Because at the time, man, like just all the albums that was out, it just seemed like this just came over and like it was a big dark cloud over everything. Like you're gonna be under here for a minute getting this. We're gonna be pouring on y'all for a minute with this because. This joint, man, was so creative, man, and so much like you was getting everybody and all their sauces in one to the highest level though, from the production, from the lyrics, and it was no way that you can tell me that they wasn't competing on this album for these songs because every song was dope. Yes. And then the real strong ones, you had to put all of them on there.
Yeah.
Right. You get what I'm saying?
And a lot of people didn't make every track neither.
Yeah. Exactly, man. And on some real rap, man, like, and for somebody which may be the least member in this crew, which would probably be Master Killer, he came in and knew it, played his part, and came in and played it well and knew exactly what tracks to get on to make this album be perfect, and I feel as though everybody happy.
Man,
I never because we all heard the turmoil about this person ain't beefing, this person might not show up, but this album seems like everyone was happy to be back together and creating.
Master Killer is a great role player. That's somebody who's always been a team member, never wanted to outshine. He always was there, always on everybody's solo project. He was just a great team member, a great band member.
If they was like a football team, Deck would be like what? Like saying, like he'd be like
Deck is coming out swinging on a lot of the tracks.
So he's like that wide receiver. He's more like a running back. Like what would you call his position? He'd be like on a football team.
Man, kickoff return, prime time.
He all purpose.
Prime time, all purpose. But he's definitely the kickoff return, the first person to touch the ball. I
like that. I like that one. Yeah, he was that guy.
You know what I'm saying? And it's a great chance that he gonna break it for the touchdown every time.
And he did.
He was breaking
he ran that thing back. He ran it back.
If he ain't break it, he was getting big yardage.
He got big yardage.
Yeah. Now, so where would y'all say the anticipation for Wu-Tang Forever was back then when this album was about to drop?
I would say pretty high. I mean, like I said, Biggie just died. It's like, coming off of 36 Chambers to this album, like, how could you not be excited? Like, Wu-Tang got another album coming out?
I'm going to speak for myself. I was all in. Like, I was all in. I mean, when Triumph video dropped, it was over. It was like straight. I looked at them like, I made the Marvel comparison already, but I was really looking at them like they were some superhero type dude. Mm-hmm. The way that big, because to that point, they didn't have a big budget video. Yeah. Like, that Triumph video was like larger than life. Like, they broke the bag for that.
You got to mention, that was the first $1 million hip hop video.
Yeah.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Word? I know
that video was crazy. The
and
way
they knew it.
It felt like it too.
The way they presented them, it was like superheroes, man. Like the way it started off, the way they had like, the green screen kind of effects with all the stuff, the explosives. It was crazy,
You know who made it, right?
Could you imagine? I don't know who made it.
Brett Ratner. He ended up doing Rush Hour.
Yeah.
And, couple facts about Triumph. ODB's not in the video.
He's not.
No,
that's not him with the ski mask on.
I remember that. That's not
and
him.
Also, Quincy Jones is in the video with RZA. How dope is that? You got Quincy Jones. That's a legend.
Yeah, the bar or something.
The bar. Yeah.
That's a hell of a cosign right there.
Hell yeah.
Could you imagine that video compared to their very first video? Remember the first video?
Protect Your Neck was like the lowest of it. It's barely a video. It was like
and at the bottom of the video. Like,
that's how far they came, man.
Wow, that's a good point. They came a long way, man. They came a long way. Wow, anticipation was high.
Now, with you, to pick up you, it was very high because, like, for me, I couldn't wait. And then you heard that first single, I was like, yo, I just, like, I already knew this shit going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. So I couldn't wait, yo.
So before we get into the album, let's take a look at the album cover. What does the album cover mean to you, the Wu-Tang Forever album cover? You got all the members, faces on there except Capadonna. Because that was kind of still like, he was a member, but he wasn't an official member, but he was almost. But we got all the 9 original members on there. Then we got the globe, Wu-Tang globe. So what did that? So that take what does that mean? The cover
taking over the world. We here. We taking over the world.
Wu-Tang is everywhere.
We everywhere.
Yeah.
They felt that way because you could tell their music reached from one end of the world to right back around to They put everything on the map. They put them on the world map.
Yeah, I feel like Wu-Tang also, like, when they was like maybe like the first people to go to Japan and go to hip hop and when it was arguing on the movie The Show, they was in Japan then. Yeah. So I feel like the globe is like, this is worldwide, global. It's Wu-Tang Forever. Everybody getting this.
And they had clothing line out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Wu-Wear.
Remember the Wu-Wear store in Philly?
Yeah, they had a Wu-Wear store early in the game.
Yeah, early in the game. They were the first ones to put out. I had Wu shirts and jackets.
And one of the things to me that I caught a while back, like when I looked at this cover, was that it was basically letting you know what was what and what everybody accepted as a total. We all knew that Meth was the biggest star in Wu-Tang with his overall just impact. The dark side, which is the streets, and the high side, which is in the limelight or the highlight of the public eye, which would sort of be in the eye of the European. Yeah. The Europeans love him.
Meph's the
star.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Meph's the star.
So then everybody on that side of Meth was also in that light. You get what I'm saying? From ODB, which was next, had one of the biggest songs with Mariah Carey, such and such. Yeah. Then you have Rayquan. Rayquan was really marketable, with his great albums, whatever case may be. Then you had You God, which was part of the biggest songs, I want to say, on Rayquan, Ghostface.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Method Man, he had real big songs on there. Then you got Ghost. And then on the left side, you got all the ones that played it back, but are strong.
Yeah.
You got Master Killer. Then you got the RZA, of course. Then you got the Jizza. Liquid Swords was one of the best albums. Was what I'm saying? Like overall, the most underrated album in the Wu-Tang catalog.
It is.
And then you got Inspector Deck, which we talk about, which was really that strong guy, but his situation got hurt.
Yeah.
So that's how I looked at the album. But overall, they one crew. You know what I'm saying? And that's how strong they were. But when I looked at that, I just always realized that. You know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the day, with that up top, they just showing you when they come together, this is what it looks like.
Yeah,
I'm saying?
Yeah, if you really look at it,
because you can see the concert.
Yeah, you look at the concert with all them people. That shows me.
You feel me?
That Wu-Tang we taking over the world.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, when we come together, we take over the world. We a team. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I always look at the cover. That's why the cover was so strong to me.
I believe that this is a concert in Hawaii when they did the It's Yours video.
It's Just Yours video. Yeah, that crowd is crazy.
Yeah, they
crazy.
That was like some Woodstock type.
Yeah, and that video was already done too.
Yeah.
And then they got the Wu-Tang with the globe. It just means like we taking over the world. We ain't just local no more. Nah. It's a world takeover. Yes. And Wu-Tang is bigger even now to this day. They're bigger in other countries than they even are here.
Plus, it's like it looks like a brand, just boom, just a stamp on there. Like you put that on a T-shirt, put that on your back window somewhere, like a sticker. This thing is marketable.
Because once you see that W, you automatically think of Wu-Tang.
It's Wu-Tang, man.
Wu-Tang.
Man, shout out to Mathematics for creating that logo.
Yes.
I love Mathematics.
Yes. Absolutely. Man, Wu-Tang Forever was released on June 3rd, 1997 on Loud RCA Records. The album was produced primarily by the RZA with additional production by Fourth Disciple, Inspector Deck, and True Master. Capadonna was considered an official member of Wu-Tang by the group by this time of the release, but he was still listed as a feature artist on all the songs on the album. Most of the album was recorded in the LA mansion named that they titled the Wu Mansion.
Wu Mansion.
The Wu Mansion, man. So
that joint was in Jersey?
No, they was in L.A. Actually,
L.A.
Yeah,
they had one in Jersey.
They had one in Jersey too, but
Yeah.
the Wu Mansion wasn't.
But they recorded. They recorded. It's funny. They recorded most of this album, pretty much all of it in L.A. They all just locked in. I think they actually stayed there longer than they anticipated. They thought it was going to be a little quicker process. Yeah. But they even stayed from. I think from the documentary I remember seeing, they stayed way longer than they anticipated. But the Wu Mansion, they was in there arguing, fighting, all kind of stuff. Man.
Now brothers get
real brotherly stuff. But it came out. That's the result, man. Yeah.
But they were definitely inspired by Life After Death, All Eyes on Me, double albums. You know what I mean? It's like, we can do this.
But when you think about it, with that many members, a double album makes sense. Like you got to really give them room to everybody to really shine. You need more than just 16 songs or 15, whatever you want to do. Yeah. Like they need that extra space.
I mean, so then also it's been 4 years since the last album. Let's give them more. You know what I'm saying? Now, when this dropped, how much was this CD? You remember the price?
Yeah,
it was. You had to pay for two. It was $22.99.
Like
$22.99, something like that.
About right.
Yep.
$23.99. I want to say.
Some
spots $25.
I remember leaving work, going by this joint. Yeah. Came back, got back on my job, I locked right in.
I remember taking. I remember me and Book. I already had mine, but I was taking. Well, Book was driving. We was going to Best Buy up there by Concord Mall, and they was out of them.
They had no more.
They ain't had no more of them. And then when it came back to Best Buy, they went up to $24.99.
Damn.
It was up to $24.99.
That was on Tuesday. Remember, it came on Tuesday.
That's how the albums came out.
That was on Tuesday. When you had to go back?
We went back probably the following week because they ain't take that long to get it in. Yeah, it was a whole week. It went up because when I knew it was there for sure because me and Sweat went and got it.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? This one Sweat had the Brown Max. We left out of the Honeycomb because me and him used to always be together, man. Like during the Honeycomb years, and we were so much on music. Yeah, man, when we sitting there playing that game, man, that Madden and all that.
Oh yeah,
playing that game and shit. This was my high school years, so I don't mind playing the game. I'm living rent free. I got my older cousin, them taking care of me, whatever I needed. So I'm in there, I'm playing the game, blowing, chilling with them. Right. And when this dropped, we left early in the morning. We went to Best Buy on 202 and grabbed it. It was like $21.99 or $22.99. Then me and G Book went back, and they wasn't there. And the following week we went back. They took that motherfucker up $2-3. Damn. No bullshit. That's a real fact.
I was there when they opened.
Damn.
Wow. As soon as I'm lying, it was already open. As soon as my lunch break, I went down there, walked down into music library.
Music library.
Yeah, music library. Went there, grabbed that joint, opened that joint up. Like I said, I locked back in. I was like, at the time, you working now because I can listen to music and stuff. I'm like, man, you can give me everything you want. I'm just locking in. Like I was so enjoyed the music, it didn't matter.
Yeah, like, and then also. Because you got to remember, Scooters was open then.
Yeah, Scooters too.
But Scooters was closed when that's joint, because Joker trying to get shit early.
Right.
So Scooters didn't open up, and then it was the Tuesday, so Scooters ain't open up till around 12-ish, 1-ish.
12-ish, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes Scooters sell to you earlier.
Yeah, he'll give it to you like a couple days earlier.
Yeah, I got it from Music Library, and it was definitely like 20-something because Music Library definitely wasn't going to give you, especially for a double album. But I mean, I understand they more like a mom and pop, so they can't give you no Best Buy Circuit City prices. But I remember immediately all albums back then. See, a lot of albums in the '90s, all the albums you didn't have to buy it on the day that it came out. They had albums had a way longer lifespan. Yeah. So an album might be out a month and you get it then. And then it might be a classic to you, but you just don't get it when it came out. But Wu-Tang Forever I actually bought once it came out. Like that's how much invested I was in it. And I locked in immediately to this album. Like I was bumping this joint immediately. I remember I was all in this moment for sure.
How long did you let it rock?
I played albums for a long time back then. Especially albums that I like. So I'm playing this everywhere.
This entered my rotation. Right. Because it was a little rotation I had with Machiavelli. Yeah. I had Machiavelli, Ready to Die.
I can see that.
This, who else was in? Royal Flush. I'm telling you my rotation.
Royal Flush was dope too.
This was at the time that everything dropped and within them years. So this right here was like personal, man. This joint was real. Like this was a real good situation.
Well, I actually had I had a Discman, but I still rocked the regular tape.
Camp Low was in that rotation.
I had the regular tape Walkman too, and I took because the tape wasn't enough for this many songs on here, so I took my favorite songs off of Wu-Tang Forever and I put them on a tape. Like and then I was almost like a mixtape dude, because then I was giving it to people like, yo, man, you heard Wu-Tang Forever, and giving it to them.
Here's a free copy.
And then and then they was like, yo, so it was the best song, so they was hearing the best of it. They like, damn, this joint hard.
It's not even a different order. You just gotta give it the best.
This joint hard.
Like, yo, what song is this?
But then I put a Future Wu fan on, but I'm gonna let him tell his own story though. A Future Wu, way bigger Wu fan than me, but I'm the one who was responsible for this album, putting it in his hand.
This the first one?
Yes. Carl put me on the Wu, because his mom and my mom are best friends pretty much, and we used to always go over his house. You know what I mean? And I'm up in his room, and we're playing music. I'm like, yo.
I bought the CD over his crib. I don't even know why. I just had it in my hand. I just had it on me.
Right.
And I was like, yo, I think he had whatever game system it was or whatever.
Yeah, I was hooked. If I was to steal something ever in my life, it would be this CD. Because I knew there was no way I could like get this in my hands. So it was like, yo, just.
He was trying to find a way to get it from Carl.
Put this thing in my sock or something like.
Trying to take it with you. Yeah, keep it with you.
Somehow, I think you gave me like a copy of it or a tape or something, or somebody at school gave me some of the songs because, like you said, like it couldn't fit on the whole tape. So I had some songs from the first side, some songs from the back side, and then one part of the tape. I don't know what happened. It was skipping, and I was stuck with the skip version. Like it was just like it was bad until I finally got like the full version. I'm like, yo, this is what I've been missing. This is what I've been needing. Like I can actually enjoy this in peace. Like,
so this is when you first got turned on to the Wu.
I thought it was 36.
So after that, did you go backwards?
Wu-Tang Forever.
Yeah, so I got this, and then I went backwards. Now, mind you, 97, I'm in 7th grade.
Yeah,
I just can't like go to the store and buy this with the ads and all that stuff on there. So, so I was like, get out of here. So I listened to this, and then I was like, yo, these guys made Cream. These guys, I seen it, but it was like putting everything together. Oh, Method Man's a part of it. Like it was just like a fucking light bulb moment. So I went back. I remember going to Borders, buying Only Built for Cuban Links, 36 chambers. It's going backwards, but still moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So I definitely put him on, man. He became a way bigger Wu fan than me. But I remember that day I took that over his house, and it's like this dude. I gave him like the Last Dragon. That joint was lit up, it was shining.
As soon as he touched it, his whole body just showed it.
Like my aura was showing.
Right.
Damn, that's what's up.
And the rest is history.
Right.
Man.
You're still a fan to this day. That's what's up.
To this day, man.
Definitely. Yeah. This is a very important album. Like in hip hop for me, man.
Absolutely. But yo, we great get into this album. All right, well now we got a side A or Disc 1, whatever you want to call it.
Let's go. Let's get it.
First side of Wu-Tang Forever. The first track is a Wu Revolution, produced by RZA, featuring Papa Wu and Uncle Pete.
Man, rest in peace, Papa Wu.
Rest in peace, Papa Wu, man.
Yep.
I used to think this was this was ODB in the beginning of this song, but it wasn't. It was Uncle Pete actually. But yeah, this is like 5 minutes of Papa Wu giving jewels, man. Just giving jewels.
So all right,
go ahead.
So you buy the album and you hear this for 5 straight minutes. What are you thinking?
I'm like, is this
man,
is he
like where you're at in your mental?
I'm already curious, far as like trying to find myself.
Right.
Because real quick, at one time I was like, I had dyed my hair. So I had my hair dyed like that blonde, like Cisco and shit.
Yeah.
Little baby Cisco?
Yeah, I was doing my blonde shit, right? I pull out my Photoshop.
Did you dye your shit blonde because of Cisco or
Robin? No. I can't thought I did, but I did it before Cisco. I thought I did anyway.
Like on some Dennis Rodman type
shit? Some dude walked up to me. I said I worked at the bank. I'm on Market Street Mall. And some dude walked up to me and said, brother, my man, let me talk to you real quick. What made you dye your hair? I said, man, I just do something different. I'm just tired of, wearing it this way, kind of bored. So I just dyed. He said, you know what you're doing right there? That's not good because you're killing your hair follicles and you're not allowing the sunlight to hit your hair. You need, and he broke some jewels down here, 5%. So 5%, I'm talking to him. That came on.
Damn.
So I'm like, now I had to do some more research and dig a little deeper to see what's going on with them. Yeah, and shortly after I did cut that shit out.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this intro was, yo. So, do y'all think this is a good way to start the album?
Hell yeah.
Like you like, damn, this is.
Well,
it was well needed.
Well, the whole Wu-Tang to me is different. So. We're not like anybody else. So we're going to come in a entirely different way. You know, we coming with a message. This is the whole Wu-Tang Forever is a whole message, man. So they're coming a whole different way. So what way, Papa Wu from his history on the Wu projects, you know he coming with some jewels. He coming with some knowledge. This is just like an extended version to start off this double album.
But also, I always thought that was ODB in the back singing, playing around.
I thought ODB was on this song too.
Yeah, I thought it was for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I thought, I didn't thought it was ODB. I thought it was like another family member, like somebody, their family member, like that's talking on the track. You know what I mean? Just getting them jewels. So, you know.
All right. So
it's crazy. Like what they're saying is still relevant today. You can play that today and be like, yo, damn.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Like that. To me, that just shows that 25 years ago, this is still like, shit. It's
real quick. When Old Dirty hit the stage, that war show, when he said Wu-Tang is for the kids,
for the children,
Wait, was that same year or that? Like
I think that was 97.
Nah, that was 98.
It's 98.
Yeah. So he was basically telling you then,
at the Grammys,
go grab this, and you don't have to worry about, you know what I mean, we for the kids. So there's a lot of jewels in this album.
Well, I ain't gonna never forget. I think it was on MTV when they had the little specials, and they had. He said it on the album too, but they had a thing on there where RZA was like on an MTV little special skit where he was like, "Look, you don't gotta go to summer school. Just get the Wu-Tang double album. You're gonna get all the education you need."
And when he said that, I'm like, the hell he talking about? You know what I mean? And I'm telling you, if you listen to it again, I mean, how late do you listen to it? Like you said, he said back then, relative to today, back then a lot of stuff went over my head.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm like,
took a lot of listens.
I wasn't even.
I
wasn't even there to even try to comprehend.
And you know, when you high, you catch a lot of shit, and that's when I caught a lot of it because I was blowing top
crazy every day, all day.
Crazy.
I was blowing at that time too. Crazy.
Oh man.
So a lot of stuff sunk in, but I'm like, what are they talking about?
All right, track number 2, Reunited, produced by RZA. This is actually the third single, so this is the first song that kicks it off.
It's Wu, motherfucker.
Yo,
Wu-Tang, motherfucker.
Violin. Got Jizza starting off.
Yeah,
Reunited, double LP, world excited. This is a dope song to start it out, man. Yeah. This is the Jizza, ODB, RZA, and Method Man. But this is actually the third single. But this is a nice way to kick off. This motherfucker.
That's what's homegirl name that would sing with them all the time?
Tekita.
I always wanted her to drop an album.
She never dropped the album, but she was on a lot of projects.
She doing a lot of singing for them. I thought she sounded good.
Yeah, she did. Very dope.
Dirty had a nice verse on here.
Yeah.
Dirty.
Oh yeah.
Dirty verse was dope.
Yeah, I like how this is a nice start. It's a nice start.
Great start.
Creeping in your shadow.
Heavy on the guitar.
Violin.
The guitar was crazy.
Yeah. That's violin.
That's violin. Violin for the violin. He killed that violin.
Right. Track number 3, For Heaven's Sake, produced by the RZA. This beat is hard, man.
Hard. This was a real Wu-Tang beat.
Is hard,
and then they got that little old. It sounded like an old karate flick in the back.
It's Inspector Deck, Master Killer, and Capadonna. And man, Inspector Deck is going in on here, man.
Cap do, man.
Like he always do.
Yeah, I like Cap on here too.
I love Cap on this album.
On here too.
Cap was bringing it too.
Yeah, but
absolutely.
Inspector Deck, he was rapping different on this whole album to me. Deck, man.
Deck was on some shit.
But I definitely
like showing you like how nice he is.
Yeah, like yo, I'm really that dude.
Cap is definitely a role player as well, man.
Cap going in.
He was on his thing.
Word for real. We talk about people without no pride and things of that nature. He is definitely one of them dudes because he was never officially labeled as a member of the Wu-Tang, but he is definitely family of the Wu-Tang, which makes him part of the Wu-Tang.
But just think about that, though. That would make you have more to prove. Like, okay, y'all bringing me in pretty much like a member.
More power. Yeah.
But I'm not on the album covers, and I'm still listed as a feature artist. So when I get on here, I got to go hard.
And then in some ways, who that reminds you of in the New Day before the actual situation of how it is now? Benny. Benny wasn't actually, you know what I'm saying, in that package deal with Eminem and all that. They wasn't acknowledging Benny. You know, it was West Side Gun and Conway. You know what I'm saying? And Benny, family, still doing this thing, and now boom.
He kind of surpassed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Now there's a lot of people that like him more.
The Capadonna album was dope.
What?
That definitely was dope.
Come on, man. Come on, man. See, I was in the bag then. I'm telling you, like, I was in the bag, and it wasn't what I wanted it to be, but it was everything that was going on.
And you was into the whole Wu.
Yeah, I was bought.
Like at a point.
And I got a Wu lover that I'm with all the time. He's killing me. Yeah, Sweat and Nino. Man, I'm telling you, man, Nino would have killed this.
Track number 4, Cash Still Rules, Scary Hours, produced by Fourth Disciple. This is my joint right here, man.
Cash Rules, still nothing move but the money.
Go shake them niggas.
Yeah, this beat is crazy. Ray, Meth, and Ghost, they all was going in, man.
Always.
They all kill it, man. I like Meth verse on here, too. Like
Meth was dope.
All three
of them was dope.
Ray starts off a lot of songs on this album. Yes, a lot of songs Ray starts off.
Yeah,
you can tell they basically in their prime, like as far as like lyrically, they took it another step up. You know what I mean? Every verse.
This is my joint,
but it's all competitive. Like, yo, you can tell, like, yo, you did that. All right, let me go back here and rewrite my shit.
Remember, RZA used to take people off tracks. Yeah. Like, everyone sounds good. For a lot of songs, everybody put a verse in for the song, but he used to only keep certain people. So I guess he taking the best of the best. Yeah. But they killed that. This is my joint right here.
I like that about him.
Track number 5, Visions, produced by Inspector Deck. And now this for Inspector Deck to be producing songs on this album is dope. Also, that's a whole nother lane right there.
Yeah, it is.
But this beat is dope to me. It's Method Man, Rayquan, Master Killer, Inspector Deck, and Ghostface rapping on here.
Sound a little scary, like a scary type theme to it. You know what I mean?
I like how Meth starts off this song.
Right.
I like how he start this joint off, man.
Meth was on there going crazy.
Meth was in the zone on this album.
He was.
Yes, he was.
Like you said, Cat was, Meth. I think they all was for real. They brought their gay game.
This album stink from a Killer B.
Yeah. Track number 6, As High as Wu-Tang Get, produced by the RZA.
Now, yo, this track, if you told me that this was something from Liquid Swords, I would believe you.
It's like
with the way GZA and Meth going back
and forth.
Yeah. As High as Wu-Tang Get.
It could be on that album, or it could have been on Old Dirty's joint.
Meth
was on his album too with him. You know what I mean?
You can't wear it, so don't fuck with it. And then GZA and Meth is going in on here, man. When that beat drop, GZA and Meth
GZA goes all the way.
Going in, man.
He goes all the way to the roof on this
GZA's going in.
For real. GZA real, man. Yeah. Like, yo, jokers be underestimating the GZA, man, but I don't know why. GZA is like the Godfather.
They say he the head.
Oh, no, they say GZA's the head.
He the Godfather, man.
They said they Voltron, GZA's the head.
He's the head.
Yeah, exactly. GZA was snapping.
Because the head controls the body.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, track number 8, Older Gods, produced by Fourth Disciple.
That's my shit right
here. This Ghostface, Raekwon, and GZA.
They was talking that shit on this right here.
I like Ghostface, man.
Ghost killed this.
Number 7.
Something.
Oh, my fault.
What's going on,
Rewind. Track number 7 is Severe Punishment, produced by RZA. You Got, GZA, Rayquan, RZA, and Master
You Got.
Another hard beat. This beat hard, yo.
But you know what's dope about this? They still got the kung fu samples.
Right, they sample
like, all right, like even though we advancing, we still
and then moreover, it's that up tempo.
that beat hard.
That's that when Wu come on that.
I'm glad you brought that up because that we still stick to our roots.
Absolutely.
You got you guys coming out the gate.
Yeah, you got
first time on the album.
This you got first verse on the album. And he did his thing on this song too.
Definitely.
Nah, this was dope. This beat was hard, man. And the track number 8, Older Gods, produced by Fourth Disciple. This is Ghostface, Rayquan, and Jizza. And like I said, I like Ghostface verse on this song, man.
You could tell he was having fun on this track. It's a fun track. It was the but
Ghost came from the rip and let you know, like, yo, all right, you ain't really hearing from me like that.
Yes.
Until now. So right now, here I come. You'll fly like a bat out of hell. Right. And this was also the second part of a video.
It's yours.
It's yours.
Yeah. Because
this beat was different, but it was crazy.
He was in the motherfucking drop. He got his motherfucking Sweat used to go crazy about
that. Where was that? It was like Hawaii.
I feel like it was in Hawaii.
They were talking about at the fight or something like that. On this track, was this the fight?
No, that's another one.
That's another song. My fault.
That's second.
I shit it on your hood, kid. I shit it on your hood, kid. Yo, they was in the motherfucking the drop top. Motherfucking Ray was pushing that motherfucker. Yo, that was my joint.
Yeah, that
was my joint.
Crazy. Track number 9, Maria, produced by RZA. This is ODB, Capadonna, and the RZA.
This is dope too. This still had a dope message. I like this message behind this. You know what I mean?
The sex, the
HIV, get your AIDS. Y'all strap up. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's dope.
This sound like definitely like an ODB solo song.
Definitely.
And this was the best time to put this song in. Because now you about to open up to some real shit that's coming ahead of you. So this is the best time to sneak it in right now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I thought they snuck this song in right at the right time because it's one of my least favorites, but I still listen to it because I listen to the whole album. You know what I'm saying? But if I'm looking to keep my vibe, I may skip this song. That's just me.
This is probably my least favorite song on the.
I'm not skipping it. I mean,
it's good. It's good.
I like like I said. I know what y'all saying. Like after you heard
it is my least favorite on the first side. It's my least favorite. It's my least favorite on my first side. I can see that. They got some heavy joints on the first side.
Absolutely.
They got a heavy punch on there.
Yeah.
All right, track number 10, A Better Tomorrow, produced by Fourth Disciple. This is my song right here. They giving jewels out on here. This is a heavy jewels, spitting heavy.
Talking that shit.
They giving game, man. They this is when it ain't about just bars or hard stuff. They actually teaching with this, man.
Sometimes you gotta slow it down. You know
gotta slow it down.
Yeah, you
gotta let shit sink in.
Man, just think about that. And this message is still relevant to this day, man. You can't party your life away, drink your life away, smoke your life away, fuck your life away, dream your life away, dream your life away, because your seeds grow up the same way.
Come on, man.
Because your seeds grow up the same way.
Ain't the same shit that's going on right now?
Nah, absolutely.
Come on, man.
Man, that's relevant.
They got the best verse on here.
Yeah, man,
I'm looking at Deck right now.
I'm gonna say Inspector Deck, but I think they all go in, and I'm even gonna say RZA too, man.
RZA killed it.
I'm gonna give RZA his
He does go hard.
But it's Inspector Deck, Master Killer, You Got RZA, and Matt. They all dope to me, but I'm gonna go with Inspector Deck. But RZA joints was dope. RZA joint was dope on here.
It was more heartfelt.
Yeah. Absolutely. And once again, a nice way to sneak this song in, get it in pocket, because shit about to get real. I'm just being real.
But I was always big on this song though. Like when I heard it, I like this song. Like this song caught me, man.
I mean, like think about it. When you first listen to it, now you get closer towards the end. You already know you got another half to come.
Right.
It's like, okay, it's coming to the end. Okay, cool. It's light. But I didn't expect what's coming next.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Like.
But by this point, you already in the zone. For this type of song.
I'm open.
So coming from the Maria, then going to this, it felt right in pocket. You know what I'm saying? Great way to orchestrate that and fit that in there.
And then the mixing on here is great because the way they mix in track number 11, It's Yours, produced by the RZA. This the second single. This is a hit.
On my niggas in the back.
Stadium pack.
Linebacker
catch a flashback. See through the other line. Rock a fly jersey in the summertime, God.
Leave Bennett down my legs.
And the beat drop.
Such an ISO chilling in the back.
Throw the lights on. Slow motion.
Yo, who starts their rap with machine gun rap?
So all my niggas in the back.
Stadium pack.
See,
linebacker nigga who flashed that.
That's that New York. That's that New York style, yo.
Rayquan is.
They would come at you on some murder shit from the door.
It ain't no, yo, it's crazy because it ain't no, hey, yo, it's just machine gun rap with all my niggas in the back. Like, god damn.
I want to say he might have borrowed that from Nas a little bit.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? They did music together.
Magic marker rap. Bleed Benedon, my Lex wrote
this.
Right. Come on, man.
Those bars, yo.
Chilling in the back.
So, this is a hit song. They had a video for this song. It was like they was on tour on the video. Yeah, but this is Rayquan. This is Rayquan, You God, RZA, Inspector Deck, and then it takes like a break, and then Ghostface come in.
That got a nice verse on here.
They all had dope.
You God. Oh my God!
Time out. I'm gonna give RZA back-to-back props.
Yeah, absolutely. You
couldn't pour one drag off my blunt.
Sadiq, baby, love the ganja leaf
every day of the week. They all was dope. I like Inspector Deck though, but they all was dope.
I'm gonna go with Ray.
Oh, Ray was dope. Ray was dope.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let me get RZA.
But whoever would ever think Ray would start a song off though.
Oh yeah,
because it's so powerful.
Usually he'll do that.
Yeah,
RZA bought it, man. RZA bought it though.
He said you couldn't punch your way out of a wet paper
bag with scissors in your hands. This am the RZA. I stand close to wall. Like number 4, the lizard.
Yo, number 4, the talking about the 5 Deadly Venoms. He number 4 is the lizard dude.
The lizard dude. That lizard, yep.
Stomp your ass like Wahoo McDaniel. Yo, that song was hard, yo.
Crazy.
Yeah,
it's yours.
Yo. Put your lights out. Put your brain in the floor.
That also
this beat was crazy.
That is yours. Also, it takes back from like earlier hip hop music. You know what I'm saying? It's yours, which is what's the dude name I don't know. It's Tila Rock. I think it's Tila Rock. He got a song called "It's Yours."
The dude that was on Def.
Call them niggas Cocker Spaniel dogs, man. Come on, man. Stop it, RZA. Come on, man.
Yo, bars, man.
Matter of fact, Nas actually kind of sampled it too. With his version is
It's yours.
The world is yours.
The world is yours.
It's yours.
It's yours. Yeah, everybody. Just pay homage a little bit.
Yeah, definitely.
This is dope. This is dope. This is a hit. This is a hit. This is a fire classic. This is a classic song.
It's a 5-star song.
This is a classic song.
This is the feeling you need to have when you listen to music, man.
This is a classic song.
I miss that shit, man. Damn.
Yo. But then also, like, it fades out, like, you know, at the end.
It fades out. You sound like the Earl. Yeah. And my boy come in. Check out my beaver. Big blue block in the safe.
You think it's over, but it ain't over. It ain't over.
It ain't over. But when it was born.
He said, I think like the man behind the register.
And you got to like that. Gotta be on your toes.
Classic. So that's this one right there, side A. Then we're going into side B or disc 2, wherever you want to call it, whether how you purchase it. Then we come in with the first.
Whoa. Don't skip over it.
Hold on.
RZA had a message.
That's track 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Track 1. That's track 1.
That's track 1.
All right, but I'm saying this one, it's only 11 songs, but you know why?
Why is 11?
They put hidden videos on the first disc, so when you put it in your CD-ROM, they had videos. Which is like one of the first Sean. See this enhanced CD? CD-ROM? Like, yo, you put the first disc in your computer, they had all these hidden videos. Like, Rayquan had his own room. RZA, like, it was all these, like, secret videos.
Wow.
Like these little small. Like, these little small.
Talk to
him.
I
had
Tell him you went further.
Tell him you went further, Sean. I actually had the CD and never looked at that stuff.
Tell him you went further, Sean.
Wow.
Yeah, like
that's how deep you are.
It was like small little 30-second QuickTime clips.
Right.
Wow. You know what I'm saying?
In 1997.
Like, they was doing that.
I was at my desk I'm at work. My desk, it was like,
and I had the CD, and I never looked at that before.
Matter of fact, you can probably put that in now. Well, not now, but after it's all said and done, and you can see these videos.
Yeah,
you can probably see it on YouTube now. Like you can probably look it up.
I had this on my desk at work, like this up, like this hanging, that's sitting up there like this. You know,
just let motherfuckers know like what time you was on.
Leave me alone working, but I'm on my shit.
But you locked in. You locked in. Nah. So side B this two. The first track is RZA and Jizza talking. The intro is RZA and Jizza talking. Yeah. And they taking shots. You know, they taking shots. It's Bad Boy. It's Bad Boy on. They taking shots at Bad Boy.
That's right.
Talking about how Puff sample whole tracks so that. They mentioned with Rayquan what they said with Ray or Ghost said on Shark Biters.
Biting us, know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yo, get your own stuff.
They also talking about people just biting their sound all together.
You know what
I'm saying? You simple. You know what Jizza said? You
simple-minded.
Simple-minded.
Stop running up on niggas with that whack
shit. and stop watering down this motherfucking hip hop,
which is still relevant today.
Yes, he said. Yes, this ain't that Cat in the Hat.
Dr.
Seuss. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't water this shit down. This is hip hop.
But to me, what I like the best, he says, "Yo, you can't be no MC overnight. It takes years for this. Everybody thinking they can just make a video and put it on YouTube and be a star. It don't happen like that.
And you
gotta work at your craft.
And you also know what this tells me is that if Biggie didn't die, it would have been more to the Biggie and Wu thing because he took shots to them on kicking the door heavy. So then they come back with this. And it probably might have been more to this, you know, because now they could kind of put this in an umbrella. This could have been dressing anybody, but you clearly know they're talking about Bad Boy, but they ain't really getting to Biggie. But if he was still alive, it might have been more back and forth between them, you know, because they was
Dr. Seuss, Mother Goose, my boy. I remember he said that.
And then this goes right into track number 2, Triumph, produced by RZA. The first single.
Come on, man. Like, come on.
One of the greatest posse cuts of all time.
Easy. One of the best. Like, you know everybody went hard on this joint.
You know how big this song was? That this is back when like the UD parties and stuff where they played this song at like parties, even though it wasn't a party record. They played this song at party records, and people used to get excited about it. Like
I'm down Baltimore at a club. And they played this in the club.
Just dropping it, and people just like, this ain't no party song at all. And people just stopping like, this is just like the hip hop here. It's like, man. Drop that Woo, man. This song was hard.
But you know how big this song was? It's over 5 minutes long, and it would be played on the radio.
Which was
unheard of at the time.
This is a big moment because people wasn't putting out songs this long.
With no hook.
Not back then.
There's no hook.
Not no R&B, and not no hip hop anyway.
Now it's more common. People didn't have 5-minute songs, 6-minute songs back in 1997.
Motherfuckers did not like following Inspector Deck, boy.
Meth did a good job.
He did.
Meth did a good job, but I'm
gonna say one thing about RZA, how he quarterback, how he put everybody together like this. That was dope to come back with that because come on, man.
Deck, one of the most classic first verses.
Did you hear what he said? Verse of the year.
I bomb atomically. I bomb atomically. Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses can't define when I be dropping these mockery. Lyrically perform armed robbery. Flee with the lottery. Possibly they spotted me. What the? What?
Yo, and then
going deeper,
and he doesn't even curse.
What
at all?
He don't say no curse words.
He just said with them words, like man, like when people say, when people say stop cussing because you got better things to say, like just look at that word that he just said in a rap. Like what?
I bomb atomically.
Socrates, philosophies, and hypotheses.
Yeah, right there. Right there. It's like
what?
What? Boy said mind blowing right there.
From the heart. Luke, my boy's on the LP.
Oh, man.
Vocabulary Donna talking. Tell me your story walking. Take cover, kid. What?
Run for your brother, kid.
Run for your team. So I can squeeze with the advantage. Oh, they was going in, man.
Everybody brought it.
They was going. This is Avengers right here. This is big, man. Big boy rap, man.
Yeah.
Big boy rap.
Then you end it with Ray and Ghost.
Yeah.
Guaranteed made him jump like Rod Strickland.
Jump like Rod Strickland. What? Yeah. This is I think this is Wu's biggest song. I think
Cream is their biggest.
Biggest?
What's a bigger song than Triumph? At a concert.
Maybe Maybe I'm point with that.
At a Wu-Tang concert, what's bigger than Triumph?
Yeah. And you know what? They'll probably end the show with Triumph.
All the time. I've seen several concerts where they ended. Yeah. But just like Protect Your Neck, RZA always wanted to have that one song on the album with all the members on it. Mm-hmm. And this Triumph song is the
When we went to go see Rayquan, he rapped everybody verse.
Yeah, that was dope.
He did. He rapped everybody verse.
That was dope.
Him and Cat, right?
Yeah.
Classic song right here.
You know what's also crazy about this song? Jizza didn't end the song. Usually on Posse Cuts, he's always last.
Usually
Rayquan ended on this.
Rayquan did, yeah.
Different format.
Classic song, man. Classic song. Track number 3, Impossible, featuring Tekita. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it. Tekita, but produced by Fourth Disciple. This is RZA, You God, and Ghostface.
Ghostface kills this verse.
Impossible.
RZA and You God was okay, but Ghostface's story at the end of this was great. Like it
storytelling on
this classic.
Her vocals, though, man, it was so melodic.
Did it hit you? Hit your soul, right?
Yeah, it was something different with that, man.
That's what I said. I wanted her to drop an album so bad because her sound was unique. Yeah, it's so unique.
Yeah,
and he was always lining her up with the perfect situation.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Her voice sounded great.
That's what made him so vital, yo. Like RZA, man, was the
Abbott.
There you go. There you go. Some of them right there, the Abbott.
Impossible. Yeah, she was killing that joint.
Killing that Impossible.
And then Ghostface came with a great story, just visual. The visuals was crazy from that. This great storytelling, but I'm not, that's what Ghosts do. Yeah. But then Rayquan come on here in the end giving Jules just talking about guns and all of that. Like they giving game on here, man.
Always giving game. They never deviate from their whole telling you the truth, dropping jewels, bars. They stuck to the script.
Now track number 4, Little Ghetto Boys, produced by the RZA. You know who's the cop in the beginning of this song? Who's the female cop?
Nah.
Oh, in the beginning, the little skit they got.
You don't know what that is?
Get your ass against the wall. Get the fuck against the wall.
You don't know what that voice is? That's Nia Long, dog.
Bro, is that Nia?
You never know that was Nia Long?
I never knew that.
Go back and listen to the song.
It sounds
exactly like Nia Long. That's Nia Long.
Oh,
that's Nia Long. Absolutely, that's Nia Long. Google it. But she sounds just like her. It's Nia Long.
I mean, I hear it. I don't hear Nia Long.
You don't hear Nia Long in that voice? That sounds exactly like Nia Long to me.
Word?
That sounds exactly like Nia Long.
I know that.
That's Nia Long. I always wonder how that connection happened. Yeah. But that's Nia Long for sure.
Damn.
That's 100% Nia Long. And they used the Donny Hathaway sample on here, Little Ghetto Boy.
Yeah.
Which was also used on the Chronic.
Yup.
Dr.
Dre used that on the Chronic too. And they both dope songs. I would say if I had to pick one, I'll pick Dr. Dre's Chronic version. But this is dope too, though. But I'm definitely going with the Dr. Dre.
I gotta hear the Chronic version first again.
That Dr. Dre one is great.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great.
It's hard to compare.
Yeah, I can't compare that to the Dr. Dre.
There's no comparison.
But I like this one though. I like this one. It's Rayquan, RZA, Capadonna, and Ghostface. They killing it. The sample's great. This is a dope sample. I know Dre used it before.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is a great sample. Track number 5, Deadly Melody, featuring Street Life, produced by the RZA. This is Master Killer, You God, RZA, Jizza, Street Life, and Ghostface. This beat is hard.
I love this beat. This is a head nodding beat.
This beat is hard.
Everybody brings it. Man. Street Life shines the best.
I agree.
Street Life shines the best.
It sounds a little older. It's like an older
tape. Yeah, like they had it for a minute.
Yeah, they sat on this joint and said, no, we're going to throw this on here.
I agree.
But Street Life puts his stamp on this song.
I agree. I think Street Life's the hardest verse on this song. I actually
Street Life
agree.
does his thing.
Street Life definitely does his thing on this.
He probably did it on purpose. Let him go ahead and get a shine.
Yeah, absolutely.
He definitely
because
shined.
Master Killer wasn't more of your bar guy. Nah. He just had a serious message.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then his voice and his cadence, what he brought to the track was in the perfect place every time.
It's very monotone, I guess.
Yeah, very monotone.
Real chill.
Yeah, real chill, laid back.
But the lyrics is there, but it's just
absolutely
that's
lyrics are there. Track number 6, we got The City,
yeah.
produced by Fourth Disciple. This is an Inspector Deck solo song, actually.
He's by himself on his joint. As he should.
And the violins and the beat is dope. It's dope on here. In the city. Yeah, this is dope.
Yo, them beats is crazy on this joint.
Just enough. In the city. You know what I'm saying? Once again.
See, but to me, like, this song is like, all right, Deck got a solo song. I can't wait to hear his solo
lining
album.
It's lining up.
There's an avenue. Okay.
It's lining
Deck
up.
got a solo song. I'm sure his album will sound something like this.
Right,
So,
right.
Definitely a nice segue to a solo project.
Nah, this is dope. This one was dope right here. I like the city. All right, track number 7, we have The Projects, produced by the RZA. This is Rayquan, Method Man, and Ghostface. This beat is hard, too.
Definitely
beat is hard, man.
Once again, Ghost got a nice story at the end.
Yeah.
That was official.
Absolutely, man. Ghost, man, he a different breed, man.
Yeah, he's different.
He's a different kind of artist, man. Different kind of personality.
Young Shaheem in the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Shaheem's in the beginning of this. Definitely a Wu. Definitely down with the Wu from a young age,
Calling
man.
back at the God Hour was at 7 o'clock. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If you into that.
Track number 8, Bells of War, produced by the RZA. This is You God, Method Man.
I love this so crazy.
Another beat is crazy. Beat is crazy.
Yes. That's that hip-hop, man.
This beat is crazy.
You God. From the Rick.
From the Rick.
He ran this.
You got Method Man, RZA, Master Killer, and Rayquan. Then they talking about the boxing at the end. They having a conversation about the boxing at the end.
That's what I was talking about earlier. I jumped ahead. Yeah, that was right there.
And then this is dope song. Then you have them talking about the boxing, and then that leads to track number 9, which is the MGM produced by True Master. It's Ray and Ghost going back and forth on a storytelling type time at the boxing fight. Like
absolutely.
But you know what?
And then you hear it. And then you hear the bell starts it off. Ding, ding.
They talking about that Tyson fight.
Yeah.
But then
that's the same night Tyson fight where Tupac was at?
Is it?
I'm not sure.
I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't think so. No, because Tupac died in 1996, though.
Yeah.
So I don't think. I think it's different.
He died in 96, right?
He died in 1996.
96. That's a year ago. This.
Yeah.
Coked up. They was coked up.
I've been to MGM, coked up, psych. 6 niggas walked in, fresh and clean.
I think they was at that
one
fight.
dark skinned nigga, 56 rope wrapped around twice.
Yo, but this is
coffee with Danish.
This song is an extension of Cuban Link. You know what I mean? It's like
easy. I agree.
I said my boy Chef was winking at Shantae Moore.
They was feeling something at that time, boy. Like, yo.
33.
I agree. This is definitely was playing off. This
Too Black for BET.
This definitely
remember they
was
talked about that? They wasn't playing their shit.
They weren't playing that shit, yo.
This definitely was playing off that Ghost and Ray chemistry. That's showing their chemistry together, man. It's great. Great storytelling joint, too. Track number 10, Dog Shit, produced by RZA. This is ODB, RZA, and Method Man.
Damn.
This is more of an ODB soul song.
Old Dirty ain't been on a track. This like that's a...
He ain't been on since Triumph.
OD got some doo-doo rhymes on here, though, man. They got some doo-doo rhymes on here.
Hey, that bitch know.
Yeah, his bars is doo-doo on here.
Songs like this, you got to be a real Wu fan to understand it.
Yeah, you got to.
I'm going to be real rap.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, you'll skip it quick.
Yeah. Because this is him. You know what I'm saying? You got to have a feel for Old Dirty, so I'm saying, so.
Yeah, he just like making up stuff on here. I would be surprised if he wrote any of these lyrics down.
He wrote this. You know what you thought? We found out he sometimes RZA wrote some stuff for him.
Yeah.
RZA write this.
It
might have been a freestyle.
It might have been a freestyle. I would like to be freestyle.
I hope it was a freestyle.
I hope he write this down.
Track number 11, Duck Season, produced by RZA. This is Rayquan, RZA, and Method Man.
This song sounded like it should have been on 36 Chambers. From the way that it got that slow tempo. It got that more older feel to it.
Yeah. This beat is hard, man. They all bringing on this song, too.
Rayquan go in on this.
Yeah. And I got to admit, I slept on this song when I initially heard this album. I slept on this song. But as I liked it more as the years went on, I appreciated it. When I first heard this, I ain't really get this song like the respect. I thought it's a better song after I heard it over the years. I'm like, yeah, this song dope, man. I was sleeping on this.
I ain't skip nothing. I was locked.
I ain't saying I was skipping it. I just ain't give it. I just ain't give it like it's just due. Yeah, like I liked it more as the years went on. I thought it was dope. Like I appreciated the beat, the rhymes, everything with it.
RZA had some nice bars too.
Yeah, he did.
He said, Steve Rifkin must have been sniffing the cat. So dope.
He did. Track number 12, Hell's Windstaff, featuring Street Life, produced by the RZA.
This is bringing it back to the Kung Fu. Let's hear the samples.
The
chops,
in the back.
The wind, the blocks,
the swords and stuff. The swords, blades hitting. Yeah.
This is Street Life, Ghostface, Inspector Deck, Method Man, RZA, and Rayquan. I like how Ray ends this song, man.
Absolutely.
He kills this song at the end, to me. He kills that song.
Everybody does their thing. Man.
This joint's like it could be a soundtrack of a kung fu flick.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yo, and he actually made it part of the beat, though. The swords hitting each other and all that.
Beating, just hitting each other. Bang, 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 bang. I'm telling you, the sound effects on here was crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah. The mixing and just everything with the sounds is definitely crazy. Track number 13, Heaters, produced by True Master. This is Rayquan, Inspector Deck, ODB, You God, and Capadonna.
I love this beat too.
Yeah, this beat is hard. This beat is hard.
Like this Cap brought it on.
Cap version.
Cap brought it on.
Cap chilled. Cap when he blacked out. He blacked out on it.
He blacked out on this, didn't he?
Blacked out.
Like, Cap snapped on here, man.
Like y'all ain't heard from me since Triumph. Like, what's up?
Yeah. I like Ray and Inspector Deck too, but Cap is dope, man. This beat is hard. I gotta admit, this is another song I appreciated more as the years went on, man. I think I was so into the first side one. I slept on stuff from side two because I was running back side one stuff so much that I wasn't listening to this as much. But this was another song I was like, damn. Like later on, as I heard it more, listen to it as the years went by, I'm like, man, I like this song, man. This is dope.
It's a lot to consume.
Yeah,
that's what it was. It's a lot. That's why I said that's the type of album you had to like really let it play back and forth, because you're gonna miss some shit.
Absolutely.
You know what? To me, this album's like a buffet. You got shit everywhere.
Well said.
This is good.
Well said.
This is really good too.
I ain't trying to that.
Exactly.
Some more of this. And then they come up with some fresh bag of wings. Oh, some fresh wings. Some more wings. God damn. I'm full. I'm waiting until digest. I'm going to go back in.
All right, track number 14, Black Shampoo, produced by the RZA, featuring Tekita and Dom.
This is one of the songs I didn't really get into like that.
This is You God and Method Man rapping. Well, You God's actually rapping. Method Man is more like background
he's just at the
talking.
End.
This is a song for the ladies.
This is ladies shit.
I ain't got no problem with a song for the ladies, but I never really liked this song like that. This song ain't never...
I think the beat was tight, but it's just the lyrics wasn't.
It ain't really connected.
Now this probably my most least song.
This is right up. This may be mine too. This is maybe my least favorite song.
This getting a little sexy, sexy. I wasn't really sexy motherfucker at the time.
Had a hard day at work, baby.
I mean that's cool, but I wasn't grown yet. I was still young. I'm like I ain't with all that.
Track number 15, Second Coming, featuring Tekita, produced by the RZA. Now this is her. She's singing. She sounds beautiful in this song, man. Her voice, she sings the whole song. It's beautiful. I think her voice sounds great, and she carries it. This is kind of a long song too.
Yeah,
and and you know what? I have to feel like she was supposed to be set up to come out.
Oh
she get a song like this on her own. I don't know what happened in the plans to why she ended up not coming out, but it feel like this is the alley-oop. Like we got you coming back.
Exactly. I swore I thought she was gonna call the album
out.
Something happened.
Something definitely happened. You know what I mean?
Maybe the momentum died to where they just couldn't put her out at no more.
Bad contract or record label or something.
Would you say filler?
What? Filler? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
She sounded good though.
But it was a little alley-oop for her.
Yeah.
But she didn't sound. I don't think she sounded bad though.
I like it.
Filler?
It's definitely filler.
It's definitely
filler.
You can take this off and I wouldn't miss it.
Thank you.
There ain't nobody rapping on it.
That's why.
Exactly.
I think it's a good way to slow the album down because you know it's about to end.
It's the wrong spot for it, though.
Well, get it to the end then.
It's the wrong spot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's towards the end.
It technically is the end.
It's the end. You're right about that.
Track number 16 is the closing, and this is Rayquan talking on the song. He's just giving jewels.
All my niggas go pick up uniforms.
So that is Wu-Tang Forever right there.
Forever.
Wu-Tang Forever. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard 200 with 612,000 copies sold in its first week.
As it should.
The album was
I was part of that.
Me too. The album was certified 4 times platinum by October 15th, 1997. And it's interesting because each disc in this double album counted as a separate unit.
Yeah.
So both discs sold 2 million. Separately.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Okay.
That's how they did it at that time.
Right.
It's the group's highest selling album to date. So overall, what was the impact of Wu-Tang Forever after it dropped on the world?
I think to me, I feel like the impact was there, but after this drop, Puff came. Bad Boy. It kind of just, people had this album, but they kind of just, I feel like it didn't get its just due because everything was getting poppy, commercial, and this was like, this was something that you play after the club. You in the car, you by yourself. You ain't gonna play this. You ain't gonna hear Wu-Tang Forever in the club.
I would disagree with you on that one, though, Sean, because even though Bad Boy was definitely huge, I feel like this Wu album, everybody, the hip hop heads loved Enter the 36 Chambers. They love the solo albums. But when Wu-Tang Forever came out, I think the sales even show you that this connected to outside of the hip-hop heads, outside of the hood, and this connected to like white America, Asian population, overseas. I mean, each disc sold 2 million alone. Like, I feel like this connected with the world. Like, for real. I mean, their goal of Wu-Tang Forever in the globe, I feel like this really connected with everybody. Like, for them to go on world tours, selling out Hawaii, selling out overseas. I think they connected with everybody on this. I think the impact was huge, man.
I'm agree with that. The impact at the time was definitely huge. We needed that. We needed it. Like I said, Big Pass. The West Coast was killing us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They brought the hip hop back to the East Coast. The feel for it was like no other. You know what I mean? Because it's like the first album, so it gave you something different altogether. So I think the impact was was definitely much needed.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I love this album. Like,
if it all was true about the disruptions within their clan and their group,
you couldn't tell.
This album right here silenced anything that was negative about their, if they breaking up or blah blah blah. This album silenced it and let you know, like, when they come together on one accord, they're gonna make a classic album.
But don't get it twisted. They had problems with their contracts and trying to get compensated right and trying not to be under Wu-Tang Productions and all that. But musically, what you heard on Wax, you couldn't tell.
You couldn't
tell.
Like
they sounded like they was one crew, and they was brothers at the end of the day. So they was fighting and all of that. But when they came together, and this how it's been all their career with them. They were fighting stuff, but at some point they're gonna come together and they're gonna come with the goal. They're gonna get it done. And this is one of the best examples of them as a crew.
Absolutely
doing that.
You can't put nothing better together like this. That was definitely dope. And you could tell they worked together. Like you said, once again, you said it was at the house together.
Yeah. Wu Mansion in L.A.
Before you get that type of production and to get that type of creativity out of everybody, you had to be together.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to, man. I know nowadays everybody like to shoot their little where they shoot the lyrics to people, email out to
send me the verse.
It's the same type of feel, you know what I mean? You got to be in their studio with each other, man.
Not just a studio, you also just around each other, building chemistry. Yeah. Just you know your brother vibe. Yeah. You know what? This ain't my verse. Deck, you get Jizza, you get busy on this one. This is more. Yeah.
Or how you think this sound?
Yeah, right.
Now I don't sound too good. You should have said it this way.
Right.
You got to. You need that, man. I love it.
Overall,
but not only that, but the pressure of like, all right, I'm gonna go in front of the class and do my presentation, and Freak's like, damn, I gotta write something better now.
He done killed it, really.
Yeah, you see me
step your game up, man.
Like, oh shit!
Step your game up.
Let me hit that reset button.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, what do y'all think Wu-Tang Forever, this album, did for the whole Wu brand as a whole?
It built
the whole Wu brand.
It put it in a different space.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
It took it to another level.
This took it to another level.
Yeah, easy.
This is the highest seller album out of Wu-Tang.
Easy.
Yeah, easy.
You feel me? So everybody got bigger.
Easy.
Way bigger.
Overall. You know what I'm saying?
Way bigger.
Overall.
I agree.
It not only set up the members of the actual Wu-Tang group as Wu-Tang as we see on here, but it also opened the door for all the affiliates to come after.
Absolutely.
It set the ground where, okay, we can come with, we know them, now let's introduce them to whoever,
what's it? Killer Army.
Killer Army.
Killer Sin.
Killer
Priest.
Yeah, their whole, the
Killer
group he was in before that, before
Cream
it was even
Team.
him. Like, all of them. It, like, opened the door for all of them to come out, all the affiliates, Shaheem and all of them to come out. And,
It was dope, but they did it the wrong way.
How would you say that?
It's like, how does Killer Army have an album before Inspect the Deck?
Yeah.
How does Gravediggers come out before You God or you know what I'm saying, or Master Killer? Like, let's get our.
That's true. That's a good point.
Let's get our first team out first.
Right.
Then once we got our solo albums out. Like, Meth had 2 albums before Inspector Deck even dropped 1. You know what I'm saying?
But more importantly, I think you could be right about that. And also, you could
That's facts.
Yeah. And then they could have been stronger if these guys would have been on them other cast members' albums.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You get a sprinkle of Ray here and there, sprinkle of Ghost, sprinkle of You guys. So it's like, nah, we all want.
Yeah, exactly. I'm making my album. Y'all come on my stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, I was on yours. Everybody was on yours.
Well, that once again, they probably would have the beef going on still. Yeah. And they probably,
that's the gift and the curse of this album right here because when it came down for Inspector Deck to finally come out, the team didn't rally behind him like they was rallying behind people on the first wave. Yeah. So he didn't get that same energy. He didn't get RZA's banging beats. He already lost the.
Might have came at a bad time, man, where they was already having outside issues because from the documentary, shit start trickling downhill or shit start moving a certain way.
They also was just moving around, period. They was touring down. We released solo albums. They got
kids.
Their crews, their separate crews is getting bigger because now they're making more money. Yep. So now, Ray and Ghost could bring their people, their family in to be with them on a day-to-day basis. So the whole Wu umbrella is just expanding. Everybody's getting bigger.
On top of that, you got a manager. You got a manager.
Right.
I got a, you got. It's like, my manager said I can't do it this day. You know what I mean? It's just it was way too many cooks in the kitchen.
Way too many.
So how would y'all describe the sound of Wu-Tang Forever? If you would describe this sound of this album, how would you say Wu-Tang Forever's sound was?
Just raw hip hop, kung fu.
The sound was like overall was great. The sound of it, because it gave you a different feel, sound, and it gave you both old and new.
Yeah,
it was very refreshing
and enlightenment too. It brought a lot of enlightenment to certain situations and like certain artists. I didn't know that Master Killer was so talented until this album. To be real with you, because it showed more of his overall, you know what I'm saying, his overall craft and him rapping, talking, whatever the case may be.
You got too.
Yeah, you got too. Yeah,
but you got. He was on one song on 36, right?
Yeah, only on one.
Only one song.
And in line, you got up for other albums.
For other albums, because he sounded pretty good. He was sounding good on here.
Well, their sound was it was One thing I like about this is that, I don't know, maybe I don't like it because this is the start of RZA kind of falling back as a producer. Because he used to just do everything. Now he had True Master on here, he had Fourth Disciple on here, he had Inspector Deck doing producing. After this,
it probably was lined up for it to be that way though.
I know, but that was dope. But after this, you're not getting no more RZA produced Wu-Tang solo albums no more. He's only producing like 1 or 2 songs on everybody's album.
It's when the shit start unfolding. You know what I'm saying?
It's changing. And then maybe that was his plan. Maybe his plan was to just do everything in the beginning and fall back. Right. But this sound was like kind of the beginning energy, but sprinkling a little, like taking it to the next level though. It still was like gritty and some crazy sounds that you just don't hear. I think
it sounded like more advanced.
Like definitely futuristic.
Definitely more polished.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Way polished.
Because even Enter the 36 Chambers or even Rayquan Cuban's Links, it was like real dirty, real grimy. You could tell it was in a room or a basement. But it sounded dope. But this is like, you could tell his equipment getting better. Like,
he got better studio. He got a bigger studio budget. Got a bigger budget. Yeah.
But you're still hearing crazy sounds that you're not hearing. You're not hearing no other beats or production sounding like this stuff. This is different, man. It's different right here.
Very.
So Wu-Tang Forever comes out. Let's get this out of the way. Is Wu-Tang Forever a classic?
Absolutely.
Easy.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Easy.
We got some people that's going to say it's not, but this is a classic.
Man, look.
Wu-Tang Forever is a classic.
Total songs on there is like what? 20, was it?
We got 11 and
20, like
27.
So 27 songs. Yeah. What? 2 songs we basically said we probably
no more than 4.
Yeah,
I only heard like 2 songs.
Maria and Black Shampoo and
classic.
The other song at the end.
Classic.
After that, 3, 2. Yeah. My 2.
3 to 4.
He said 4.
I say
I got 2. That's still crazy. That's crazy. Right there,
this is a classic, crazy, hands down. This is a classic right here. Easy. So where do you have Wu-Tang Forever ranked with double albums? We talk about a lot of people drop the ball on double albums. Where do you have Wu-Tang Forever ranked?
Number 1 for me. Easy number 1.
Top 3 for me.
No, it's 1.
It's number 3 for me.
It's only 3 for me.
It's only 3.
It's only 3 that I put there.
All Eyes on Me.
It's only 3. Yeah,
Biggie,
Life After Death, and this.
Biggie, All Eyes on Me, and Wu-Tang Forever. There's nothing else in that trinity for me that's touching that line.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You know, for real.
This is number 1. You can put the other 2 where you want to put it.
Yeah, for me, definitely number 1.
And you know what? I'm calling people out, man. I'm calling people out. You know, I was going to chill.
Call them out.
Fuck it. I'm going to call them out, man. You know, first of all.
They said it was whack.
Pito, you saying Wu-Tang Forever is whack. You just so disrespectful. I don't even think you heard the album because I don't think you can really comprehend what they're saying. You got to sit down.
Yeah.
Maybe your queen's ears can't handle these darts, man, but you need to sit down and you need to jump in. You need to jump in it. And fuck it. I'm still going in. Taz, you said Wu-Tang Forever is only 1 CD worth. It's no way. Negative. This album is a classic. Now I agree with you on the Biggie point that the Biggie album is a classic. But you telling me you like Drake Scorpion and Drake Certified Lover Boy, and you mean to tell me that the second disc on Wu-Tang,
he likes Drake Lover Boy.
Yeah, that was his favorite album.
But you telling me Wu-Tang Forever's second disc isn't better than Scorpion's second disc to him singing the whole disc? Like, stop it, man. Stop it.
That doesn't even add up,
man. Stop it. And the Fugees only got 5 songs, but Certified Lover Boy is great. Stop it, man. I'm calling you guys out, man.
Certified Lover Boy is
Wu-Tang Forever is a classic. It'll stand up against. It'll stand up against all those albums. And I also agree that Jay-Z's album could have been great. Jay-Z's Blueprint 2 could have been 1 disc, but I take that easily over Certified Lover Boy or Scorpion. Easy. Yeah. And I take Nas' Street Disciple over Certified Lover Boy and Scorpion.
If you narrow down to 1 album,
easy.
Better album.
Man.
Then Craig, my barber, had the nerve to tell me that Kendrick's new album is the best double album.
Blasphemy.
Like I said, come on, y'all taking
these tape cats live in a moment, man.
Blasphemy.
Go back and listen.
How can you listen to this album? Even when I'm listening to this album now, song that you consider album cuts, I'm listening to this now like, damn, these is dope ass. And then this is an album cut. Like, this album is great, man. This album is great. Like, I don't know what y'all listening to.
It's information they pumping to you.
I don't know what y'all listening to.
Because they basically saying Kendrick Lamar, he's dropping jewels and, algorithms and shit that nobody knows. Fuck out of here. Did you listen to this?
Nah,
because if he's dropping jewels, what are these?
For y'all for people,
and this is years ago, just 25 years ago.
For people to listen to this and say like this is whack or this only should be 1 disc, I don't think y'all listen to it good enough. Like I really don't think y'all or maybe y'all just ain't want to hear it. Either way, I don't think y'all locked into this enough.
That's so disrespectful to use the word trash. Or, it's not good. Like, come on, man. Like, it's not even, like, I don't get it. Like, how y'all even.
If you're a hip-hop head, you just not making them type statements.
You're not making those statements,
not unless you just really dislike
a hater.
Unless you just hate the Wu.
You just hate the Wu. I'd rather you come out and say, I hate Wu-Tang. Right. Say that, and I'll be cool with that. But to sit there and say it's trash, it's not good, and all that, You missed me with that bullshit.
See, the thing is, at the end, Rayquan said, "Yo, we doing this for certain people, certain delegates." You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, we ain't making this for everybody. Everybody ain't gonna get it. So it's like,
they the 85 percenters.
Yeah. Then it's like, my man Ghost used to say this. He said, "Yo, you can't feed steak to a baby. It's too much information for some people that they just can't get it." You know what I mean? It's like,
yo, bars.
A lot of these niggas is babies.
They babies. Yeah, they still in the formula.
Which is understood.
That's cool.
Everybody can't move.
All heads ain't ready.
But you gotta grow up eventually.
Right about that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
yo, and then what's crazy about this album is there's no party songs on here.
Why would you got a party?
I know. I'm just saying.
It's yours is probably the closest.
That's it.
It's probably the closest.
You need it.
But you don't need it.
Sit down and let this sink in. Open your mind.
But you don't feel like you missed anything.
Hell
you don't feel like you
no.
missed anything.
Shout out to Loud Records for not saying, like, yo, Wu-Tang, we need that party song. You know what I'm saying? At that time in 97?
Classic, man. It's classic.
Definitely classic.
Yes.
All right, so where do you have this album ranked with Wu-Tang group album? With Wu-Tang group albums?
One for me.
Easy one.
Easy one for me.
Easy one.
Yeah.
The best one.
I got a top
The
three.
best one.
I got a top three. Wu-Tang Forever, clearly number one.
Yeah.
Enter the 36 Chambers is number
Number
two.
two,
And then
easy.
the W is number
Then the
three
W-
for me.
then W,
That's my
yeah,
top three
yeah,
right there.
exactly.
But this is number one. I love Enter the 36 Chambers, and it's a classic.
What was that last that joint they came out with?
A Better Tomorrow.
Was it Better Tomorrow?
Are you talking about the joint with Mathematics? That Mathematics did?
That joint was dope.
I just don't consider that a Wu-Tang album because they had the Red Man on the singles, and I just. But that was dope though.
That was dope.
That was dope.
Yo,
man.
But you know what they do though? They say like these group albums are Wu-Tang Clan, but when you have these little side projects, it's like Wu-Tang. They don't say Wu-Tang Clan. It just says Wu-Tang.
Yeah, they start going clan now. They don't do the eight diagrams.
I ain't like 8 diagrams.
Yeah.
I did like Iron Flag.
I like Iron Flag. Iron Flag was dope. The W was dope.
I like the W. I like the W a lot. I like the W a lot.
But like you said, how you lined it up.
Yeah, that's my top three. That's my top three right there. What's your favorite song on Wu-Tang Forever?
I ain't got none.
Mine is yours. I ain't gonna even front.
It's too many, man.
Mine is yours, man. I ain't gonna even front.
I mean, Triumph would be easy to say, so I'm gonna try to say something other.
No, another one.
I'm gonna try to say something other than the Triumph. I think It's Yours is dope.
That United, though.
Reunited, that joke is crazy. I'm gonna go with it. Other than Triumph, I'm gonna go with It's Yours, man. It's Yours is crazy. It's Yours is one of them songs where I like because all of them get busy. They all get
real
busy.
quick.
Even RZA's getting busy on there.
I'm gonna go with Hell's Twin Staff.
Wow,
that's
a dark horse.
Yeah.
That's dope.
They got the kung fu samples, but it still sounds up to date. A lot of up tempo beats.
A lot of dope songs to choose from, though. A lot of dope songs to choose from.
It's hard. The Older Gods, like.
Oh yeah, the Older Gods. That one was banging.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Anyway.
So after Wu-Tang Forever came out, what did this album do for the members of the group? So we're gonna go one by one. And did it help this member, or did it not help this member?
Right. That's a good one.
So first off, we got Method Man. What did Wu-Tang Forever do for Method Man going forward?
Helped him even, and it catapulted his career.
He was already that guy.
But also, it also catapulted him even bigger.
Yeah,
I thought
because he was a star, but he performed very well on this album. Like he performed.
Matter of fact, Meth on his album on this album made you like, wow, his being as though his next album's coming up. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, the Judgment Day.
Like a lot of people didn't like the Cow, so
I wasn't big on the Cow.
He's getting better and better as an MC. So
I think if you thought Meth was slipping, this album was like, oh yeah, no man, I still got it. Don't get it busy. I can get busy. And then he came with the Judgment Day after that. So what about Rayquan, the chef?
Made it bigger.
He definitely didn't disappoint at all.
Because his second album, he got the ball on.
He's coming off Cuban Link.
Illuminati. I mean, Mobilary. That's his joint. That's his joint.
He dropped
I wasn't big on Mobilary.
You dropped the ball on
Mobilary.
We might have to go through that. We might have to sit down and go through that album.
We always argue about it.
We might have to.
Come on, you compare the one.
It's not close.
It's
not. We argue about this all the time.
Yeah, I understand that, but actually, I think a Mobility may be his best joint after
even the other one he came back again with the third album.
Yeah,
it's better than Mobility.
Nah,
I think easy.
To me, Rayquan was lyrically better on his second album, but the beats and everything else was better on Cuban Link.
That's what it was.
He didn't have no RZA beats on there.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
That was
But
like, and I think he.
You know what? We're going to sit down. We're going to sit down and go through that album.
Let's go.
Because I'm tired of the disrespect that I'm getting.
Because
you know what? We had a session at Doobie crib. This no bullshit.
No RZA, no Ghostface on there.
We had a session at Doobie crib, and Lou came through there. Lou, you know Lou Price that's married to Ivy. He came through there, you know, because he from Buffalo, New York, boom, boom, whatever case may be. So he came through there with his immobilarity, boom, boom. So we went track for track with him. Changed his whole perspective. So I think that's what needs to be done.
It's not going. We can go track with track.
Everybody get your drinks ready.
Yeah,
we line up.
Name the date. Get your weed. I'll be ready. We're gonna go track for track.
Fuck around can do that shit.
Personally, I think Rayquan did that shit on purpose. No RZA, no Ghost to prove I could do this myself. Yeah. I like that.
But at the time, a whole lot of shit was going on, so it was no other choice for him to do it like that.
I don't know.
That was part of this shit.
You know, I respect him for doing that. I respect him.
Man, that shit was hot.
But
we'll go through it.
Ain't the same.
I did like the album.
It's not going to be. A lot of people's second album's never going to compare to their first one.
But I think it was a big drop.
Whose second album was really like that besides Nas?
I can't say that.
Nas, I'm being real. Nas got the best follow-up game ever, I want to say.
Only one.
I got one.
Who?
Mobb Deep, the infamous. That's like
time out.
Hold on,
time out.
No. It didn't start.
Hold on, another one. A group wise.
You said
Q-Tip.
Them.
Q-Tip and
Q-Tip.
Q-Tip. Tribal Quest.
And them. And Wu-Tang. It got better. We just said it got better.
I said it's not many. It's not many.
All right, so now we got Ghostface. What did Wu-Tang Forever do for Ghostface?
Same thing.
I think he actually got better.
He got better.
I think he actually got better. Because remember, he's about to come up several years later. He's coming with me. He would sound like he was on another.
Iron Man drop. 96.
96.
Okay, yeah.
Iron Man was the last album before this. This.
So Iron Man, you already know what's this.
And then and then he dropped Supreme Clientele. So to me, he got better. He got better with time.
Supreme Clientele was crazy.
Yeah. What do you think about Capadonna? What did Wu-Tang Forever do for Capadonna?
That was dope for him, like far as like they debuted him like they did. I mean, I like that. I like the Solo Project. The Solo Project was after this.
It was after this. It was 98.
And I thought that was dope.
Wu-Tang Forever positioned him well. He didn't get the full RZA, he didn't get the full Wu-Tang backing. Further, I mean, he had members on there, but it wasn't the same energy. But it still was. I like the album though.
I love it. I thought the Pillars was hot,
but he didn't get the full Wu-Tang RZA attention. Right. But it's still this album. If it wasn't for this album, it wouldn't have been no Capadonna set up for his solo album. What about Master Killer? Now he didn't come out solo until way
2002.
So what did it do?
Date drop?
It kept him right in pocket because he didn't really get no exposure like that.
He's a role player.
Yeah.
He's like being, you know what I mean?
He's a role player.
What about ODB?
What?
Oh yeah, ODB superstar.
Yeah,
but I don't know if Wu-Tang Forever really did much for ODB. He wasn't even on it like that. He wasn't even on it.
Superstar anyway. That first album,
his affiliation did a lot for Wu-Tang.
He might be on 5 tracks?
Because I think it made Wu-Tang bigger, which made him even bigger, which got him actually in more trouble. But he wasn't really active on the album a lot.
He wasn't.
But he was a star just because. Now what about RZA? Wu-Tang Forever for the RZA.
I mean, the RZA always gonna be him. And as far as this right here, show you that I can still do this. I'm still here. I'm making great music. And his solo stuff.
You know what I think?
Was y'all a fan of his solo stuff?
Not really, but Sean references a lot.
Bobby Digital.
I wasn't a lot, but Sean references a lot.
That joke was animated.
But you know what? I think this was RZA almost bowing out a little bit in the music industry.
You think he was burnt out?
And I don't know if he's burnt out. I just think he's like, I did what I said I was going to do. I set everybody up. Now let me go move on to doing movie scores and stuff.
Let my kids be free.
Yeah, and then I got all my like youngin' prodigy producers.
Moses.
I built up my team of youngin' producers. Here, y'all take the Clan. I'm gonna go do movie scores and stuff like that. Like I'm not totally in it the way I was. But I told you what I was going to do. I said, trust me.
He had a plan.
Trust me for 5 years. Yep. I'm going to put everybody in pocket. I think for that, he was successful.
So you saying,
very.
So you're saying this is pretty much like college, like this is the graduation.
Yeah, for him. Now y'all got it. Yeah. I gave y'all what I think. I think because after this, I think it changed for RZA, and he always is carrying the Wu-Tang flag. Don't get it twisted. But as far as him actively producing all the beats, I think he was like, nah, y'all got that now. You know. Yeah. And I think they wanted to prove that they could do stuff without RZA. And I don't think for a lot of people it didn't work out. Now, I don't think that's fair because I think all the Wu-Tang members should at least have that one moment.
Verse or something.
So for some of them to get like shortchanged, you know, I don't feel like that was fair. I think all of them should have got that first RZA album. Yeah. That one RZA album.
Yeah, that would have been fair. Everybody should get that at least.
Now, what about You God? After
you had to wait for his solo album.
His album came in '99.
Yeah, it came way late.
And I think he was another victim where he not only RZA, he didn't get the group members support either, which I think is messed up.
Yeah, he was disgruntled at the time, and it wasn't good for him. He was good on the album.
Yeah,
but after it didn't really do not much for his career.
Yeah,
personally. That's funny you say that, but. Method Man is always on everybody's solo project, so he's always a team member. He's always down.
Well, Meth said that You Guys his favorite. Remember, Freaks referenced that on Meth's last mixtape joint. He said that You Guys was his favorite member. Yeah, Method Man said that.
What are friends outside of music before? So
I mean, you can see that through the show. Yeah.
So what about Inspector Deck?
He got kind of shortchanged too.
Shortchanged too.
Sadly, I think he got hurt the most because he shined on Wu-Tang Forever.
Every album.
And you would think after this, you know, the flood happened. His album actually was supposed to come out before this. And now when his album came out, it just wasn't the same energy. And the album wasn't bad. Uncontrollable Substance wasn't bad. But he didn't have that Wu energy. He didn't have the members. Features, He didn't have Ray, Ghost, like everybody backing him. He didn't have a RZA beat.
I was disappointed in that joint.
Yeah, it was just like, man, and because I just think he was so dope. If he'd had that first album classic, we'd be looking at Inspector Deck in a whole different light.
Easy. He's my favorite at the time. He's my favorite at that time. At this time, my favorite. But then, you know, his album didn't do well, and then Ghost came out with Supreme. I was Ghost fan then.
Deck was dope.
I was Ghost fan.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm like, yo, Ghost is like no other. He can't do nothing wrong.
And what about the GZA?
The GZA still stayed in pocket.
Yeah, stayed in pocket. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
You know what? Stagnated. But I think the GZA was a little different. I don't think the GZA was because he fell off or nothing. I just think he's like that. Like he don't want to be out in the forefront. He want to play the background. So if he want to give you music, he give you music. But he don't want to be like that guy. He just want to move around. How he want to move around.
Like, you can tell he don't want the limelight. He's like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. I love the music, but don't shine too bright.
I'll meet you guys there.
Yeah,
he's one of those type of guys.
Yeah, wherever y'all at, I'm there, supportive. Cool.
This the Stretch Armstrong portion of the show. Has any album came out in the last 25 years that reminds you of Wu-Tang Forever?
No.
A group effort? Not even close.
Not even close.
Nothing close.
That's what makes them so unique. Because to who they are, and I love that they approach everybody. Yo, do not bite our shit. So when you hear them, it sounds like them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
For real, it's no group with this many members in hip hop history.
That's dope.
That they're all like that had dope. This much success.
Thank you.
Like
and success, or
and this dope. Much dope members. Like it's nobody to compare. It's like Griselda got 3 members. It's not even they're not even close to 9. Like it's nobody. I mean, Boot Camp Clip maybe, but
they tried.
But they never had anything. They had dope songs though, great songs.
They had a hell of a team.
I thought they was going to do it next too. I was very disappointed. That album they came out together. But
they never had a group album that. Kinda, and they had
they had a group album, but it just was
No, they had a group album. They had nothing that even came.
Ain't close at all. Yeah,
to Wu. They probably had the most members.
The Wu is literally the hip hop Avengers. You got the Incredible Hulk. You got Iron Man. You got everybody.
You got, what's the other boy?
Captain America. Thor. Like you got superstars.
Got I mean everybody. That's like
everybody, man. Everybody can hold their own.
I mean Black Panther. You got
they got everybody.
Everybody in that joint is like it touches everything.
Yeah, so 25 years later.
25
years later.
25, yo.
Wu-Tang 25 years, though. We heard this class.
Talking about this.
So what's the?
I knew then was a classic. It's still dope. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like you playing that, still dope.
The boy good. I said the boy good.
Yeah.
So what's the legacy of Wu-Tang Forever 25 years later to you?
It's just a classic group effort, man.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, when I was playing this, I was like, damn, I forgot how good this sounds.
This is the best link up ever, man. Mm-hmm. It's the best link up ever, man. And yo, man, I'm kind of so hurt that it's the way it is now, which I don't know how bad it is, but this right here, man, was a brotherhood, man, that was real strong. Yes. And I think that's why the Lock said that they really learn from situations, and that's why they so strong right now to this day. But it's only 3 of them. It's not 9.
Right.
Nine people, 9 different attitudes, 9 personalities. You got to deal with 9 people, other true friends.
9 different schedules.
A lot of different schedules. So,
right, damn.
You know, it couldn't be all peachy. But I think that now that we're all older and we don't know when our day is, that's just something that we don't know. You got to make this right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's coming. I don't know if a 25-year anniversary tour coming. But we got to make this right, and we got to do this ASAP.
Well, they got the tour with Nas coming up.
They do.
Yeah, we need to get to that, too. We need to put some focus on that. You already in the building?
I'm already in the building.
Damn, so we got to jump on that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a ticket. I mean, we going to the one
Jersey?
Jersey, yeah.
Yeah, that's the best one to go to.
Yeah, that's the best one, yeah.
Camden or
Camden.
All right.
I mean, you can do both.
Somebody told me to go they said we should go to the one that further up.
Yeah, further up.
Because you probably get some
the most guests.
Yeah, most guests.
Yeah. We could set it up. I mean, I know you good for that, so
we can. I'm with it. But yeah, man, this album, like Sean said, this is like a super group. I can't even call this a super group because super groups are normally put together. They actually came from the origins together from the mud and became stars. So you never even seen nothing like that in hip hop, where all these people come from. They come, even if though they all was some from different areas, they all come from being together from when they had nothing to blowing up, becoming huge global superstars. To this day, they're bigger in other parts of the world than they are in the United States, which is a testament to like how big the Wu-Tang brand and flag is. But Wu-Tang Forever was just them at their height of success in hip hop, and they just ran everything, man. Like this was just dope. This is hip hop. It didn't sound like nothing. They had their own sound. They wasn't biting nobody.
It wasn't watered down.
Yeah, it was just hip hop in its purest form to me. Yep. All these different personalities and styles, man.
I'm kind of glad that they brought the show out. I don't know if y'all watched the show.
Yeah.
It shows you that the bull had a vision, and then like when people have visions, like a Kanye, the RZA, and people they don't see the vision.
Yeah,
And to see this shit unfold like it is, like, damn, that's dope. Like, yo, you had this in your head this whole time back when you was like, no money, no support, nobody like feeling you. But you like, just rock with me, just come with me. I'm gonna show y'all what I'm trying to do. Just feel me, hold on tight. I know cats, I can't do it.
I need money.
I need money. But just hold on. I got something for y'all. I know, so I see it. I know y'all don't see it, but once it come together, come on, man. This is beautiful.
Classic. Classic. If you ain't heard Wu-Tang Forever, please go back and check it out. Go back and check it out. Do your homework.
Especially to the haters. Please.
Yes. Go back. Yeah. If you
we don't even want them to go back and listen. Fuck them.
You might change your mind, though. You might change your mind. Go back and check it out.
A hater is a hater. A hater is a hater. They're not going to waste their time on it.
Wu-Tang Forever, man. Classic. Happy 25th anniversary.
Man. We got to do something special.
Yo, so do y'all think it's weird that kids are listeners and they just instant Wu-Tang fans because of this? Like, ain't that's dope? I find it kind of weird.
That's the power of hip hop.
Like my nephew,
that's power of hip hop.
That's how music do.
My nephew, he's a big Wu-Tang fan.
That's dope. That's dope, man.
Hey,
happy 25th anniversary.
Happy
Wu-Tang Forever. Shout out to RZA, Jizza, Method Man, Ghost, Ray, Cap, Inspector Deck, Master Killer, ODB. You got rest in peace to ODB. Rest in peace to Papa Wu. You know, street life, everybody involved. Shaheen, Tekita, everybody involved, man. Fourth Disciple, True Master, everybody, man. This dope power. You know,
gave us really something to say here and talk about.
Divine.
Everybody had touched this to come together with this
masterpiece. Classic, man.
Masterpiece.
Yo, if you haven't heard this for real, go back. You young, go back and do your homework. Check out this double album.
Yeah, I would wonder what a documentary of the making of this album would look like.
That'd be dope.
That'd be classic if they got footage.
Got some stuff.
Oh, they got
yo, you don't gotta go to summer school, man. They got this Wu-Tang Forever double CD.
Yes.
Wu-Tang for the children.
You get the much education as you need, man. Yes. Classic. Yo, we Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure y'all go follow us at Concert Crew Podcast. Make sure y'all go download, subscribe. We on all digital platforms. Yo, go to our YouTube page, subscribe, and check out all of our videos. Yo, Wu-Tang Forever.
Yes.
Woo! Happy 25th anniversary. Yeah. Yo, Pito, hit us with the fader. We out.
We out, baby.